Happens when we say we're going to wait until next year? This is the conversation that I had with someone yesterday. I had it again today, and it's something which comes up a hell of a lot when it comes to this time of year, when it comes to around mid-October time, because we have 2 months of the year left, a little bit more. In fact, there's 16.6% of the year left when it comes to just being 2 months left. So there's a big chunk of the year left to look to move forward and improve our health or our business or to work on our goals. If we stopped our goals 16.6% before the actual allotted time, we pretty certainly wouldn't hit all our goals. So why do we do this a lot of the times at this time of the year when it comes towards the end of the year? And this isn't a push to say, oh, go and sign up right now. It's just something for you to think about. I'm Ollie Matthews. I'm a healer that works with high achievers to take them from the brink of burnout to true peak performance. Now, I work as a health and wellness coach, and I use functional medicine, nutrition therapy, mindset, and training techniques to truly make sure we move forward without any overwhelm. And over the last 16, 17 years, this has come up a hell of a lot, because when we look at it psychologically, we can see that we have a lot on our plates, sometimes more than others. But at this time of the year, coming up to the end of October, you're going to have a lot more social engagement start to happen. It's then getting into what we see as the holiday season or the festive period. We've got Halloween. Then if you're in the US, you've got Thanksgiving. The UK will have fireworks at the start of November. Then you'll find that, hey Ash, hope you're doing well. You'll find that there's going to be parties in the run up to Christmas time. Then there's Christmas. Then there's Boxing Day, and then there's New Year's. And it's easy to push our goals to the back. And what actually happens when we say to this subconsciously, a lot of the times, is that we're actually looking to wait, and then we're not actually committing to this long-term lifestyle change. When I work with clients, as you'll see from pictures that I've posted or the content that I've posted, this isn't about this quick 30 or 60-day transformation. This isn't something you say, look, I'm starting on the 1st of January. I'm going to do it to the end of February, and I'm going to smash it, get my body ahead, and then don't actually get those habits in place. What I do when I work with people is get your body to truly find those signs that we're burning out, signs that are waking through the night. Your head hits the pillow when you go to bed, and you just feel wired. Or maybe you can't sleep past like 4:30 or 5 a.m. So you're not actually wanting to be, but you're part of that 5 a.m. club. And you're waking up groggy, and you rely on caffeine. You have these afternoon energy dips. You get brain fog, and you struggle to drop weight. And these are all signs that your body may be burning out. Add that to things like poor circulation, cold hands and feet. You get athlete's feet, or you get bad nail health, these sorts of things, loads of headaches, loads of sickness, loads of things that happen. A lot of the times we put that down to the norm around this time of the year. When we look into what is actually going on, it's pretty understandable as to why we're doing these sorts of things. So when we look to improve our health, the way I look to work with people is finding the minimum viable amount that we can move them forward. I talk about all these stress tactics and all these stressful things that are going on in our body. And awareness is truly key. But what happens, as I find, is that we're always going to have something on our plate. That's one way of looking at it, because after New Year, then you might have a birthday of a friend or a relative in January. Maybe Valentine's is something you celebrate. Then we get to Easter, Mother's Day, we get other birthdays. Then it comes to summer, and there's barbecues, there's public holidays. There's so many different things that happen that there's always going to be something there. And if we're truly, truly looking to develop our health, these things shouldn't be getting in our way of actually moving ourselves forward. Because if we've got the habits in place, we can actually step back and enjoy these things. Now, last week, in fact, it was my wife's 40th birthday at the end of September. So I treated her to a night out in London that we went to last week. We had a meal out, then we went to a show, awesome Peaky Blinders immersive show. If you're in London, go check it out. you will not be disappointed, providing you're a Peaky Blinders fan, that is, by order of the Peaky Blinders. And then the next day we went for a really, really nice afternoon tea and absolutely loved it and enjoyed it. Now, it wasn't a case of that we weren't going to enjoy the rest of the week or I was going to deprive myself of those things. This is about building up a lifestyle that allows you to have those things in there, not counting calories or anything like that. It's about getting your body to a position that it can deal with a little bit of excess sugar or processed food or a few late nights or maybe some alcohol or something like that. Now, the other aspect that we have to look into when it comes to waiting until January is that maybe you've got 20 or 30 pounds to lose. And it's at this point where you think, I need to do something about this. You see yourself in the mirror, maybe like the love handles are overlapping the boxes and the top's flipping over or something like that. You're just not as confident as you used to be. Maybe you feel a bit sluggish when you're playing with your kids. Maybe like you're not showing up as the person you know you could be in your business. Now, the problem is that if we've got 16.6% of the year left come the 1st of November, that's a long while to stay at this potential. Say we're at 20 pounds. That's a long way to stay at 20 pounds, especially when those habits, if we look back to the start of the year, did you have 20 pounds to lose or was it 10? Was it 15? Was it 16? Was it a little bit less? Now your habits have then made that weight increase a little bit more. So if we don't look at changing our lifestyle a little bit, just be aware is that come January, it may not be 20 pounds you have to lose. It could be 30, it could be even 40 pounds. I once worked with someone that waited until the end of January or end of December. And he said that I always put on around 20 pounds in December. So he didn't want to work. He paid up at the start of December and wanted to start in January. And we dropped some crazy amount of weight and awesome results. But he put on like, I think it's like 23, 24 pounds over December because of like the constant parties, loads of alcohol, all these different things. But they are still not every single day. It's not from December the 1st to the 31st where you're partying every single day. If we have this desire to move our health forward, we absolutely can take control of our health and we can move that forward. We can get our habits in place. And then say you are partying 2 nights a week, every week, or maybe 3 nights. There's still 4 or 5 nights where you can get a good routine, where we don't have to have loads of alcohol, where we don't have to dip into the chocolate coated Brazil nuts and all these different things and get the nutcrackers out and all these indulgent treats that come around at this time of year. We can have this self-respect to actually enjoy them at those times and not binge out and just go complete berserk on our health. We can absolutely move forward. And this is the same process which I would work with people come January. I wouldn't smash people at the start of January. We want to have sustainable, healthy results. We don't want to go and smash 2 workouts a day, trying to go HIIT methods and really strict diets and all these different things. It's about moving forward. As I wrote in my book, 1 day body upgrade, 1 day at a time. If we can move our body forward 1 day at a time, we can do 2 days, we can do 3 days, and we can actually still enjoy all these things that are going on. And we don't have to use this time to just say, look, I'm not going to love myself at all. We can absolutely improve our health. Now, if you're one of the people that constantly get sick around this time of year, have a think about what I've said in this video, because so many people do it. We get less light exposure, so we're less vitamin D absorption or less exposure to sunlight. So our circadian rhythm, our body clock is out of sync. Then we get less exercise because we're not walking around as much. Add that to more alcohol, add that to more processed food, less vegetables and all these different things. It's understandable why so many people get sick. So just have a think with yourself. Am I really wanting to wait until next year? If you wish to speak to me about it, then drop me a message or go to ojayhealth.com/contact and you can drop me an email. But what are the minimum things you can do to help yourself move forward? And if you truly are cool with saying, look, I'll wait until next year, and if I put on extra weight, then great, like that's fine, then all good, all good. But it's just something for you to think about when it comes to your health.